Hello, and welcome to my Booktube channel, The Loc'D. Let's get into it. A few weeks ago, I was requested by Black Girl Reads in Denver, Colorado. It is a community where people come together and they talk about books. It's a virtual book club. So far, I have been a part of it for a couple of months. I've truly enjoyed myself. I've truly enjoyed the books that have been picked and talking to other Black women about books. That is one of my favorite things to do, is why I have a Booktube channel. Today, I'm gonna try to give you a non-spoiler review on the book called Hood Feminism by Kiki Kendall. Hood Feminism is a book that defies and challenges what it means to be a feminist, specifically being a feminist in a white-centric way. This book addresses how feminism needs to be intersectional. This book also highlights the work by Kimberly Crenshaw, the woman who coined what intersectionality is. And if anybody didn't know, she's also a sister, so big ups. I'm going to address a couple themes, or just name them, that are spoken about in this book. The author talks about how if we're going to talk about feminism, we need to talk about it intersectional, meaning we need to provide room and provide support and advocacy to include women who are poor, women of color, indigenous people, specifically to those who have been murdered and are missing. This group talks about how if we're going to talk about feminism, we also need to talk about domestic violence and the negative effects on that. The author even talks about her experiences in those realms. One of my favorite parts of this book is in the beginning when the author addresses her emotions. She talks about how she doesn't care that she's rude. She knows that she's rude. And I don't know if she used the exact word rude or mean, but she used a term that suggests that I'm in your face, I don't care, you will hear me, period. I think a lot of times as women of color, we feel like we can't do that, or we're afraid of stereotype threat. However, this book is like, no, if we're gonna talk about feminism, this is what hood feminism is. And I'm gonna tell you what feminism currently, like mainstream feminism, is not. Oftentimes when I read works of art, I like to call books works of art. A lot of times when I read works of art that talks about feminism, I always feel that there's a lot of voices that have not been told. There's a lot of voices that are not included. And I think it's because feminism started off with a group of white women wanting to have equal rights and wanting to vote. When we fast forward to today's world and we want to call ourselves feminism, a lot of times feminism forgets the voices of the disenfranchised and those who are marginalized. And this book hits the nail on a lot of those things. Granted, no book can be all-inclusive and address every way in which feminism needs to be intersectional, but I think this book does a damn good job at addressing it. It is a starting point. I think everybody who calls themselves a feminist or support feminism ideas need to grab this book and ask yourself, how are you being intersectional when you're thinking about feminism? How are you making sure that you're also including other women of color, other women in marginalized groups? This is very important. We need to move forward together, and that's what this book calls for. I hope I was able to explain to you how much this book is relevant, how important this book is. I really feel that everyone should read it, and I know I've already said that, and I'm trying to talk about this book without using spoilers or giving you spoilers. I just remember reading this book and being like, yes. I highlighted so much stuff. There's so much I wanted to talk with you guys about, but I know a lot of you have not read it, and I'd rather you form your own opinions. So please read that book. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to put your comments in the subscription below. Don't forget to let your girl know if you like this video or didn't like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.